Hello, everybody. Welcome back to DND404. I am your DM, Tony, and joined with me today are the other three monsters in my monster mash. Fellas, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, starting with the... Jared!
What's going on, guys? Armos checking in. If I was going to a monster mash, I would be the mummy. It's easy to do. Get a roll of toilet paper, roll it around you a few times, ready to go. What about you, Dan?
Hi, everybody. I am Dan. I play Minnis PebbleWalker, your tiny little swarm keeper ranger, and I am definitely the spooky, scary skeletons of this monster mash. Also a great song.
Fantastic.
By the way, Alec, how about you go? Best handoff I've ever done. Why did I panic about that?
That's right.
My name's Alec. I play Drell of the Ashborn, and I would be the werewolf classic. You know, you just go get a bunch of like fake fur. I think as a kid I dressed up as a werewolf like multiple times. So yeah, I think I already have like the costume probably somewhere. I just have to find it. What about you, Tony?
I definitely misunderstood the assignment because I didn't realize we were going to be costumed monsters. So my original choice was the blob.
The blob.
But I think now it would be inappropriate to show up just naked. So I'm going to go with...
I also did it as actual monster.
Edward Scissorhands. I think I would go as Edward Scissorhands or something like that.
That's not a classic monster.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
It's
fine.
a movie. I don't know. I'm on the spot.
It's a movie.
I'm
You
not
caught me with
counting,
my
sorry,
pants
dude.
down. All right.
Classic Halloween monsters, specific movie character. I like the blob.
The Invisible
Stick with the
Man. You don't even know I'm there.
I was gonna say that and then be
There
like,
you
because
go.
I wouldn't be there.
I was going to say like Dracula, but Nick Cage's re-editioning of it.
I really should have said zombie because I used to dress up as zombies all the time when I was in middle school.
Costume makeup freaks me out, dude.
That's fair.
Can't do costume makeup.
Dan was that kid at the fair. He's like, I like turtles, just dressed up as a zombie. Just like classic zombie makeup on.
That's amazing.
That was amazing. You know what else is amazing? The rundown, which is brought to you by me today. That's right. I'm going to run down the Discord. We actually made a pretty huge overhaul when it comes to the Discord. So when you sign up for the first time, all first-time members, you'll experience this. It'll give you a little onboarding session, which basically you get to make your own character in a way when you join our Discord. It determines how you see the Discord and gives you only the specific things you want to see in the Discord. And if you are already in the Discord, you should actually go back to that section, to the channel section, and pick all the little things that you want to see in the Discord. If you're tired of, the XP levelers or me talking about pets in the pet channel, I don't know if I could ever get tired of that myself, but it's okay to be wrong. Anyways, I also wanted to let you know that today's intro was brought to you by a patron. It was brought to you by Julius Kendrick. If you are a Patreon subscriber of any tier, there is a private channel in the Discord where you can submit the 3 of that we do at the beginning of all these episodes. If you haven't done so already, go on into that channel and submit something fun. But that's all for me. Tony, how about you roll us into that recap?
You threw me off because normally I introduce who does the rundown, but we'll skate over that for now. I was just a little thrown off by that, and now you know the
I just had the transition.
And you know the deal. I'm going to go ahead and throw. See now, now you know the deal. I'm going to go ahead and throw a foam D4, where I am number 1, 2 is Alec, 3 is Dan, and 4 is Jared. How you doing?
Throw it into the crevasse.
The crevasse? What is my crevasse? Wait, hold on,
Your
pause.
door.
What? Gotcha.
Hey, that's me. That's me.
It is a 4. Damn, Jared's been
Alright.
killing these lately. Like, he's been putting these recaps down.
Right.
What?
And get ready for a next, another one. You ready? In episode 91, we begin our adventures in the gloomy expanse of Shadowfell, just outside a mysterious cave. Our adventurers moved into the city of Sanlow to explore and cleverly sidestep a battle with a strange mole rat by confining it to a barrel. A skirmish with a sorrow swarm got complicated by the arrival of another sorrow swarm. During the fight, Drell equipped Minnis with a scroll that unleashed a powerful spell which blinded everything. After the fight, Armos examined an intact statue of Pharos, the god of luck. The team investigated throughout the town, revealing a hidden lock within the armory. Then moved to the chieftain's home. SOS markings and plans for a dwarven helmet were discovered there, adding layers of mystery and intrigue to our journey. Bard, play that intro.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the world of Humbrea, featuring 3 first-time adventurers and 1 very patient DM. This is DND404. Fellas, boyos, welcome to session 92, where we pick up in the middle of the city of Sanlow, still in the shadows of Shadowfell. You are in the center of town. You have recently discovered a satyr statue that was still propped up in the center of town, unscathed, just rusted over from the times of Shadowfell. And then you wandered into a hall type building, like a building used for town meetings or discussions, or just a large general room, where you found this giant SOS etched into one of the tabards hanging up on the wall, where there was a ledger with a sketch of a helmet similar, resembling the helmet that Dwark was wearing, with the phrase SOS, silence offers salvation. We pick up today's session with the 3 of you holding that ledger, still in the midst of Shadowfell Sanlow. What are the 3 of you doing right now?
After an entire minute of silence, I look at Armos. Armos, I don't think this is the key. Maybe not here.
You know what? I think you're right. Let's have a look around. What is this over here? And I point to the helmet.
The sketch.
So the sketch of the helmet that you see on the page is not like a picture of like a rough drawing of like somebody wearing a helmet. It looks more like a schematic, maybe like a blueprint that somebody can do. And it does look more on the side of dwarven blacksmithing than it would say Minotaur. The helmet that you're looking at does not look like Minotaur blacksmithing. It looks like dwarven blacksmithing at its finest. It looks like a dwarven mining helmet with some unique choices etched into the side.
Can I do my best to redraw that same thing in my notebook?
So what are you trying to do? Like, you can sketch it, sure, but are you trying to do something specific with it? Are you trying to recreate like a plan for it? So like you could hand it off to somebody?
I want it to be 1-to-1, so it's accurate. Exactly, so I can hand it off to someone. We're going to take it just in case, but yeah.
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check.
I got an 18 sleight of hand.
Okay, so with an 18, that's really great. You make a pretty good blueprint. You have a good copy of the helmet. You feel that you could hand this off to somebody, and a skilled blacksmith could probably recreate this helmet if he had the tools. So when you recreate it, now that you get a good look at it with an 18, you notice that there are runes etched into the side of the helmet, and they look like dwarven runes.
All right, and then Armos, for safekeeping, you take this ledger, I think. You or Drell, and I'll have the drawing. So now we got 2, just in case.
All right. So there's nothing else in this building that's notable.
No, it's just like a big wide open space, other than the SOS that was etched into the tabard, one of the flag tabards. Like, everything else is just destroyed, similar like the houses. You're starting to get the vibe that when you start looking through these buildings, it may have already been ransacked at some point.
All right, guys. Well, I say maybe we check out the chieftain's hut just to be safe, see if there's anything important there, and then we can check the waterway behind the village, and I think we're good to get out of here. We'll make it quick. What do you say?
Sounds like our best plan.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I don't want to stay in here longer than we have to.
I don't want to miss too much that's out there, you know.
Agree.
And if we hurry, we could get back to Newbie. And also your guys' order that you guys put in with the blacksmith that didn't really
Oh
like
my
us and probably
gosh.
stole all your stuff.
Oh, I forgot. Paid him a lot for that.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's still there. All right, let's get going. And I would like to go outside and look around because we haven't. Do I remember where the chieftain's hut is on my way into Sanlow?
So when you came into Shadowfell, there were two paths that were blocked off by these Centaurian-like guards. They wouldn't allow you through. And where you were stopped was on the road on the way to the Great Library, which is this building over here. And that path led you down to like the chieftain's tent and like some of the buildings that were closed off to non-Sanlow citizens.
All right, we'll go through the library to the chieftain's hut, back to the water. I think that should be good. All right, everybody follow me. Let's try and be as quiet as possible so we don't alert any of those weird naked creatures. Ugh, I shiver.
You hear a thud way in the distance as the naked mole rat that you knocked out is now waking up. And it's like the barrel's like shifting in place.
All right, on we go. And we're gonna go past the backside of the statue to the library, I think.
And so you take the western road, which is towards the lakefront. And on your left, you pass where the guards had stopped you previously. And there is like this huge building, which was the Great Library referenced in Sanlow. And then north past that building, there are some more tents. It looks like you see like an armory style building and like another tent that's just as large as the building you came out of. That looks like a more official place for meetings and stuff. So what would the three of you like to do as you are now walking down the road in this new part of town that you haven't explored in the material plane?
All right, I kind of want to go in the library real quick, guys, see if there's anything on the history of Sanlow we can take out.
Yeah.
I don't know if that even works that way here, but no harm in trying.
Yeah, I'll stand guard outside.
Cool. All right.
You walk inside the Great Library, and it is how you would expect to be hollow. There's like not many books. If there were any books, they're knocked onto the floor. You notice that as you walk into the main room of the library where there would be tables and benches to sit at, you see a fireplace that is not lit. It looks like somebody had set up camp here. Seeing how the rest of the town is destroyed or ransacked, the campsite you see does not look like it was run through. Now you see some stools and a fireplace, but the fireplace like looks constructed and the fire was put out, but like it's not destroyed, it's not rolled over on. You feel like you can reuse it if you'd like to. You just need to reignite the campfire.
Right.
Somebody rested here. Go ahead and give me an investigation check as you look through the library. Anyone else who's also looking through the library may as well.
I'm just as mentioned earlier, I'm just staying outside, like keeping guard.
I got a dirty 20.
Minnis?
Got a 2. Well,
Minnis.
technically a 6.
With a 6, you're looking around and like you're picking up a book and the books are practically falling apart in your hands.
Nothing over here, Armos.
Almost with a dirty 20, you see another one of these etchings in the cupboard on one of the shelves where books would be stacked, almost as if it was hidden SOS signature. One of these graffiti marks, but it's in the cupboard. So like you walk into the library, you head up to the second floor, and in one of these book alleys, you're like looking through the books and you find a couple that are still stacked, and you find this tag of the SOS, really small on the side, like it was hidden, like a marked spot. And then you start to get a hint of something. Reginald's ears go up. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
I'm good at those. Real good at those. 17.
You look on that shelf where there are several books, and where there are bland books, you notice that one of them has a spell casted on it, mixed in between the bunch of dusty books. And without flipping through them, you can sense, with a 17, you can sense which book is enchanted with a spell.
Oh.
The thing is, that book doesn't look any different from the other ones. Without touching it, it doesn't look any different. It looks like it's blending in perfectly. Like you would need to know that that is a magical book beforehand before even taking it out.
Okay.
Armos, did you find anything?
I think so. I kind of motion to Minnis to step back, and we stand as far back as I can and cast Magic Hand to grab the book, just in case it's like trapped or something.
Sure. You know that the spell that's casted on it with a 17 is of the School of Enchantment. You cast Mage Hand, a blue hand is extended, and it goes and it pulls the book, and then dust flies everywhere from the book. And you kind of rotate it within the Mage Hand, but nothing happens. It's just it looks like a plain book. There's no title on it. There's no author on the back. It just looks like another one of these bland notebooks that you could write in without opening it.
Well, what's the deal with that book, Armos?
Getting some vibes off of it. It's got to be
Some
magic.
vibes? As he's holding it in the air, I'm like looking under it, seeing if I see anything interesting. I'm like, oh, it just looks like a normal book to me, Armos.
No, there's something going on with this.
Huh? What do you mean?
Can I open it and
Sure.
see what's inside?
Are you opening it with Mage Hand, or are you opening it yourself?
Yeah, with Mage Hand. Put it on the ground, and then flip it open with Mage Hand. Still keeping my distance.
You place the book on the ground with Mage Hand, and you open it up, and you start to furl through the empty pages. And the book is empty. There is no words written in the book. It's completely blank. It looks like a new, yet old and dusty journal.
So, what? This is magic? What's going on here?
Yeah, I'm definitely sensing something. Something's with this.
Huh?
Um,
Well, it's got a spell on it. Why don't you use one of your thingies? I feel like you got something. We're gonna use it back in the cave.
oh. Okay. So it's enchanted. It's empty.
Yeah, maybe the magic's hiding something special. And now Minnis is getting excited.
Okay, I'll do Dispel Magic.
So, DM the player, if you use Dispel Magic, it gets rid of whatever the book
I
has.
know, that's what I was worried about, right? Well, first, before I do that, okay, I'm gonna grab it in my hand and see if me grabbing it has any consequences.
You pick up the book, and you instantly recognize the spell that is casted over it, and then your vision goes white as the spell that's casted on it is Encode Thoughts.
Ooh.
Hey, I know that one.
As that's happening, Minnis runs outside. He's like, Drell, something's happening to Armos. I think he's dying.
Wait, what? I was literally just, oh my gosh, okay. And then I'll run in after them.
Armos, you grab the tome that has Encode Thoughts, a book that has no words on it, and then a white flash blinds over you as you are now looking into a memory. You're familiar with the spell because you've used it several times. A vision of destruction, burning buildings, and dead minotaurs. Screams flood your mind as large, hulking flesh beasts run rampant through the Sanlow market. Standing in the center of the massacre is a tall, black-cloaked figure with nothing showing but massive hooves and a huge ruby red gauntlet. The vision fades, and then another vision comes to. You see a satyr talking to a wood half-elf. The wood half-elf says, "I'm so sorry. I couldn't stay there any longer. The torment, it's too much. I tried so hard." And then you look at the wood elf, and he looks very old and withered. His hair is long and gray. His nails are long. His poor hygiene. His entire body is scabbed over, and he has this massive blood shard that's sticking out of his back. But instead of glowing this deep dark red, it's glowing this golden color. And then the satyr speaks to him and he goes, "It's okay. Stay calm. It's okay. How did you escape? Horatio, how did you escape?" The wood elf talks and he goes, "The demons. I tricked one of them. Some of the the demons don't want to be there. Took advantage of one of them and used their trust, and I left through one of the rifts. I landed here, but he was able to follow me. The satyr speaks. He says, what happened to the demon that helped you? Horatio speaks and he goes, he tore him apart without moving a muscle. He turned him into a bloodshard, and then the bloodshard flew into his gauntlet like a puzzle piece. The satyr speaks and he goes, we need to stop him. And then Horatio gets up and you see his face is like half melted off, rotting teeth. His eyes are bloodshot red. And he grabs onto the satyr's fur and he goes, he can't be stopped. Only delayed. You don't understand. Him simply leaving causes destruction. My home, my beautiful home. And he weeps. When he leaves, make sure he leaves when no one can get hurt. The vision ends, Armos, and you come to holding this blank book.
His eyes just went white, and I didn't know what to do.
Dad.
So, he's okay.
Oh my
Armos,
God.
what happened?
Okay, so he's not dying.
Yeah, I might have exaggerated.
As I shake my head after getting that crazy vision, I think I know what maybe happened here, or maybe is going to happen. I don't know.
Wait, you're like a future fortune teller?
Yeah, this book
Oh my God, that's so cool.
was had encoded thoughts on it, and I was able to see kind of like what I've been doing to everyone. By the way, that's trippy. I can't believe I've been doing that to everybody this entire time. It's not as fun. You know what I mean? It's not as fun. I think we're kind of in trouble here. We need to be careful. There's some cloaked figure with a gauntlet around here that we do not want to run into.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah. I think that's what happened to this village, and I kind of motion around kind of everything that's going on.
You do recognize that ruby gauntlet very well.
Yeah.
Sure you do, Armos.
What? I shoot Reginald, and I'm like, oh no.
Oh, is this old friend of yours?
I've met him. Armos has also met him.
Oh no.
Oh.
As Reginald is like looking at you on your shoulder, and he looks very serious.
Mm-hmm.
Ears pointed straight up.
So yeah, black cloak figure with hooves and a red gauntlet came through here and destroyed everything with ease. There's a wood elf, half wood elf, with a bloodshard out of his back that was gold, which we have not seen yet. The satyr told him to stay calm. Horatio asked how he escaped. Supposedly a demon helped him, but or if he followed a demon through a rift.
Oh my gosh. Was that Pharos? Pharos was there. And that must have been, the wood elf must have been Horatio, I think is his name.
Yep.
That's a memory from a long, long time ago, Armos.
And then the demon turned him into a gem?
You look at Reginald, and he goes, we are him. We are an extension of him. That demon was taught a valuable lesson, went back to his original state as a bloodshard, and returned home.
Oh. Cool. All right, we can talk about this later. How about we go on to the last couple huts here, check the waterfall, and skedaddle, because I'm getting a little anxious the longer we stay here.
Yeah. I'm still kind of shooken up from trying to analyze everything that I just saw.
So this book still has encode thoughts on it, but now you're just holding it.
Here, I can hold it for you, Armos. Wow.
Do you want to hand it to them?
I don't know if I want to touch it.
I mean, Minnis, if you wanna have a
I definitely do that. I'm like, I'll hold it for you. Don't worry. Not realizing the spell's still active.
yeah, if you want to have a fun ride, here you go.
What are you talking about? Okay, in the bag. You're going in the bag, and I put it in my backpack and close it. Warn me next time, Armos. I guess you did, but I didn't. Wow.
Yeah, my Aunt Dory told me never touch things that you don't know what you'll see when you touch them, so
She's a very wise woman.
Yep, pretty much.
So there's this guy in a black cloak with hooves, like a minotaur, spooky guy, had a ruby gauntlet.
Oh my god, Thanos.
I've heard tales of Thanos. All right, let's move on. Let's just move on, and we can talk about this a bit later. And I look outside to see if there are any other monsters before heading on to the next hut.
Make me a perception check.
That is a 17.
With a 17, you don't see anything. You just see the broken earth of Shadowfell.
I got a 25.
You don't see anything as well. It is quiet, but you do hear the thuds of a barrel far, far away of one of these naked mole rats.
Oh, jeez.
All right, we're gonna go to that next. Is it an armory or whatever is closer?
You head north from the Great Library, and you do see one of these big stages, and it looks like there are stands around it. It looks like this is where they make all public announcements or have ceremonies. This is like a common ground for citizens of Sanlow. And it's like a giant stage under a gazebo, and ahead of it is all these seats under like a tent to protect them from the sun or from the heat. You go ahead and you take a look around, and just like the other buildings before you, it's just trashed and ransacked. It looks like there's actually rotten fruit here, scarcely thrown about, looks stepped on. More towards the northeast, you see another tent, and there is a sign for like a sword and shield.
All right, I think this is our last stop before we go to the water. If there's nothing there, we flash back out. Cool.
Let's do it.
You enter the armory, and just like all the other buildings, it is empty weapon racks. You see some broken, poorly made weapons and thatched leather armor that looks very worn and used and tossed aside. Like the other buildings, it looks ransacked. Something does stick out. Almost, you do sense a little more magic in this tent. In the wooden floorboards, you see that there is a trap door flung open, and inside looks empty. When you look at the trap door, you notice that there was like a lock on it that's been broken open that was indeed magical. It looks like a secret floor safe. The floor safe looks like it was built into the structure.
If we look down in there, is there anything of note?
There's nothing in there. It's empty.
So it's still magical. It's just still, it's just unlocked and opened, is what you're saying.
Make me an Arcana check to see if you know what spell it is, because then you might know what it is.
Minnis will know what this is. No, he won't.
I got a 10.
Yeah, I got a 13.
So you know a lock spell was used, and it's in the school of abjuration, but you're not sure what spell it was that was locking it. So you don't know how the magic lock works.
Gotcha. Is it like a padlock, like it's clanked open, or is it?
Yes. So like imagine like a padlock, like a normal lock. Yeah. However, there's an ink, like a rune etched into the side where the spell would be held.
Okay.
The spell was casted on the lock, so like a normal key couldn't just open it. Something needed to happen for it to be opened because it was bound by magic.
All right. I want to take it. Can I take
lock?
it? Is it like, it's
unlocked. You can take it, and the spell still resides on it, but it's in an unlocked state.
Perfect. I want to take it and then wrap like something around it so that it doesn't accidentally lock in my bag. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah,
and
absolutely.
then,
You can absolutely do that.
Here, stuff some hay in the hole.
Oh, into the hole of the lock.
So it doesn't
is what you're
accidentally
saying.
lock. Yeah.
I see what you're saying. All right. So there's nothing else of note in this building
The huts.
that we can tell.
Nope. That's the thing that sticks out with you.
All right.
All right. Moment of Shadowfell truth. Let's look at the water, I guess. Minnis goes through the tents towards the water on the back side of this town.
You head towards the waterfall on the northwestern side of the town, where the dried up river was flowing, where there was very little water. And as you get to the basin of the waterfall, it's not like a full-fledged waterfall like it is on the material plane. It is very shallow in its basin. Like there is a puddle of water down there. It looks gross. The water that is like slowly streaming down. It's not rushing. It's like a very heavy leaking pipe. And you just see the rocky wall in which the water is coming down on. This is part of the course from the last time you came to Shadowfell. Water doesn't really flow here.
Well, if there would be a Hydra, I don't think it's here, guys. So where do you guys want to like pop back into the real world? You want to like pop back in the library because they wouldn't let us in. Maybe that's a bad idea. What do you think, guys?
I feel like we only got one more possible lead other than asking around in town, which hasn't really been helpful. And I point over in the sky where the island was floating up in the sky. I think that might be worth looking into, but we don't have to do it now.
Something we should check on the way out for sure. I don't know. There is definitely one more thing I want to try in the town to see if I can find this Hydra, but if that doesn't work, I fear my father may have put me on a fool's errand.
Okay, so you said that there's tons of different gods right, that are out there. And you say that there's how many different types of hydras? You got bush hydras, waterfall hydras.
I remember him
Cave
saying
hydras.
pond hydras, tree hydras,
Grass
Yeah.
hydras.
grass hydras, dirt hydras.
There's probably
iron scale
a god-
hydras.
a god hydra.
Maybe.
A
I know
Godra.
And if there was one could
I know Medusa's got like a bunch of heads on her, like snakes on her head.
possibly contact, the other plane of existence to maybe figure out where this might be. You made the joke. You made the joke that there's so many damn hydras, so I'm just living in your
Hey,
world now.
listen. You're right. Well, you're right. And you're right. I guess there's the possibility that there's a god hydra.
God Hydra. God of all Hydras. All right. Well, how about we pop back into the town? You guys can pick the spot, and we'll flash back out of here.
Yeah, I think we should maybe like find like an alleyway or something. I don't know if we want to just come back across in the middle of town.
Yeah.
Okay, so no library.
Minnis, we could, have a nice little meeting with the chieftain, and maybe he knows something.
Or you can see your girlfriend. Ew. Compare notes.
Wait, you have a girlfriend, Armos?
No, you.
Me? Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So, I don't know. I don't know the best course of action, but if we do use the opportunity of being past the guards.
Problem is getting out, though.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. We'd have to lantern out for sure, but
I don't think we have much oil left.
oh,
I think we have one more trip, one-way trip after we use this.
one-way trip? Like we can come back in and we can't get back out?
I think so.
Oh no.
Yeah, we probably should have asked them for oil while we were in the
my
cave.
God.
Well, I guess let's pop out near the water. It won't be suspicious if we're just over by the river, right? There's a little lake.
I'm being honest. Like, I don't really know what to do.
I mean, my next option is I'm going to that potion guy and seeing if I can get some of your ethereal potions. I'm going to check that room.
Okay. And then if that doesn't, man.
If that doesn't work, I don't know. I'm praying to my God. I'll just try and get divine intervention or something. I don't know.
Because it said that it was here. Wait, so you talked to the cat lady, or what was the cat's name?
I did.
Madame Fuzel. Madame Fuzel.
Madame Giselle said that the...
Madame Fuzel.
Oh, okay. Madame
Giselle.
Fuzel said that the Hydra was here. So it definitely
In
exists.
Sanlow.
So, I mean, it's got to be here somewhere. So we know that it definitely exists, or otherwise she wouldn't have lied to us.
Maybe.
So what? We gotta search high and low for this thing?
I ignore Reginald. So we got to figure out how to get some kind of answers. So yeah, I feel like the only way we're going to get that is going to the other place.
Yeah, maybe some people at the bar will know too. We'll go to the bar too.
Yeah,
Potion,
'cause-
bar, check out the shops, get our armor stuff if it's still there.
Yeah.
I will go apologize to, what was her name? Numi. Yeah, that was her name.
I can only imagine what she wrote about you, Minnis. I
What?
can only imagine what she wrote about you after you stood her up.
I didn't like stand her off. It's not like I just left her there. I sent her a note.
Yeah. I don't know. She seems kind of excited to meet you, Minnis.
I mean, you did set up a date and then last minute cancel.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you wrote a Dear John letter, which is a little weird.
I don't like what's happening here. I'm going back. You guys can come or not. And I go towards the water with the lantern.
I'm with him.
Give me 5 seconds. Oh, okay.
Just imagine she's like, no, it's okay. I didn't care. And then it's like, she's like trash talking them in her journal or something.
All right, back we go.
Minnis, you take out the lantern, you ignite it. The world begins to bend, contort, and begin to fill with life as the dead trees around you quickly blossom into this lush, beautiful green jungle environment. You see the water, the dried out pond in the market area begin to fill up with this beautiful, blue, lush, gorgeous water. The trees around you are full of life. You're seeing all the wood restore back to a healthy state. Ripped books are flying back onto the shelves, and you see all the buildings once again in their mighty glory. You are back in the town of Sanlow. However, it is nighttime, and it feels a little bit warmer than last time you were here.
Oh, no.
We weren't in there that long, but it's still not the best.
Wait, it just feels warmer? Like we look around, everything else seems fine?
Yeah. It doesn't feel like it was so when you came here, you were like in the winter time. You are in a tropical island, so it was like hot, musty, but like now it's a little more warmer than normal, even even at night. So it is nighttime. Right. You're not really sure how late it is, but the moon is high in the sky.
Oh my god.
Late evening, perhaps midnight.
Well, we need to sleep. Bar?
Yep.
Bar.
Yeah, I could definitely use a drink.
Why don't you pour us a pregame on the way, Drell?
Oh, perfect.
As we start walking.
Yeah, I pull out some of the brews that I've been working on, and I hand them over to them. Like, these are the good ones.
As the three of you walk through the town, you walk past the great fountain and the water is flowing through. You see that there are some people by the docks on like a night shift. It's a skeleton crew, but they are unloading and moving things along. You do see some other ships in the dock. They weren't there when you came in. Some are larger. Some do not look like Minotaur ships. It actually looks more human designed than Minotaur designed. So much sturdier sails, much bigger boat. Looks like it holds a lot more people. And then you walk through the town, and then you notice one of the bulletin boards, and there are messages on there. Out of curiosity, you take a quick look to see like how much time has passed. You did see a note for an event that happened 2 days ago. It looks like beginning of spring festival.
No. Oh, we were gone so long.
You feel like you were gone for about 2, maybe 3 weeks.
I mean, it was worth it talking to Scaraeus, so.
Was it, Minnis?
Yes, it was, Drell.
Okay, yeah, I guess you're right.
You learned all about your dad, no?
Shut up, Reginald.
Okay, my fault. I'm sorry. Daddy issues.
Okay.
He whispers that to Armos as the three of you walk through town.
Hey, on the bright side, my dinosaur is back. And I hold up the Plesiosaurus.
And it is full of life, ready to go.
Oh my god.
All right, let's go to the bar and maybe talk a little before bed. Maybe I can do some recon, see if anybody knows anything.
So you walk through town, and now you arrive at the tavern, which is this huge tent and a smaller tent connected, and there's 2 separate entrances. You walk past the smaller tent first to get to the main tavern, and you can see inside through the flaps, and it looks like there's a bunch of beds in there, like set up like a hostel. And then you walk past, and you see some torches lit up inside, and it's the Tavern of Milk and Honey. You walk inside, and there is some figures. There are some people all the way on the edge of the tavern drinking to themselves. They're quietly drinking. There's 3 of them there, and at the tavern bar, you see that there's this big Minotaur, very happy, very smiley, very bubbly, despite being so late into the night, and classically cleaning one of these giant wooden tankards with a rag, and you see that he's like humming to himself. As the three of you walk in, he instantly notices you. He goes, "Oh, hello, travelers. Bit of a late night to be wandering around town. I don't recall you checking in. How may I help you? Or if you're just here for a drink, please grab a table."
All the above. All the above. How late is it?
"Oh, it's just a little past midnight."
Oh, gosh. Give me, whatever your ale is.
"Sure." And he turns around and he takes 3 wooden mugs and pours something, and it's like full, it's earthy. He lays it out. It's like a milk stout.
Needed this. The pregame is good. This is also good. What's your name, by the way? My name is Minnis.
"Merly."
Merly. Nice to meet you.
We are early. Oh, Merly. Nice to meet you.
"Pleasure. Although, I guess you're not from here, child.
Nope.
What tribe do you hail from?"
Oh, I'm from the Ivory Boulders over in South Trillis.
Ivory Boulders.
Yeah, might know my dad Titus, or maybe the big beefcake hero of our tribe, Miranor.
Nope, neither of those ring a bell.
Oh.
Pardon me, and no disrespect, haven't heard of you.
Perfect.
That's cool.
It's my favorite type. And I take a big drink of whatever, the ale he sent us, or gave us.
It's a really good milk stout.
I drink so much when I put the mug down, I still have like a milk mustache.
Ha. Is the tavern like full, or is it pretty?
It's
scarce
very
tonight?
empty. So if there's anybody staying here, they're probably sleeping in the next tent over. And there are 3 cloaked figures in the corner drinking to themselves, not talking. When you go ahead and look over, they look like orcs.
I do a perception check to see if they're being shifty or looking at us.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
I got a 12.
You don't notice anything out of the ordinary other than the fact that they have their cloaks on and their hoods are up. They are orcs. You can tell by their green tinted skin. One of them is like a little bit darker. They're not like the 3 same shades of green. They have various colors about them. You do know that they're wearing plated boots, and they are wearing armor where the cloak is not hiding. But they're not talking to each other, and you don't get any other signals that they're being shifty or suspect. But they are like recluse to themselves.
So, Merly.
What do you got to
I was
eat
wondering
around
if you
here?
could-
Oh, sorry.
Actually, yeah, let's start with
I'm
that.
a little
Drell.
hungry. You got any like kebabs or anything?
I gotta say, I do apologize, but the kitchen is closed. For the
Oh
rest of
my
the night.
God.
I'm sorry. I do have some snacks, some peanuts, some bread,
Perfect.
some loaves of
Okay.
bread I can share.
Okay, I'll take the peanuts.
I'll take the bread.
He takes out some like bar snacks. He has like a loaf of bread. He has some seasonings next to the bread. He goes, "If you like, you can roast the bread at the fireplace, just over there by that open table. Here's some." He takes out like some almonds and various mixed nuts, and he goes, "I also have some fruit if you would like. I can share some fruit."
Please.
He takes out a couple of apples and a few bananas. And he goes, "So the 3 drinks and the snacks."
And beds, of course. You'll
you'd
absolutely
like to
stay
stay?
here tonight if you have them.
So we do have a hostel type setup. It's an open arrangement. There are some guests sleeping there already. So if you do retire for the night, please, I respectfully ask that you keep quiet as our other guests are awoken. You can take any free bed for the 3 of you. It'll cost 2 gold. And lodging will also include the food that you have here within the 2 gold.
Oh, lovely. And I just slapped down 6 gold.
I appreciate your patronage. And he takes the 6 gold and he puts it in a bag on his hip and continues to clean.
And here's a tip for your kind nature. And I put 4 more gold forward.
You see that he pushes it back and he goes, "Simply too much. That is too big of a tip.
Oh,
The 6 gold you gave me is more than enough, and that'll cover you for the 3 nights.
well, just know that we appreciate the hospitality, Merly.
And you.
I want to chat him up.
Yeah.
Be like, "Hey, we're on a hunt for a hydra. Has there ever been a hydra in these parts? Multiple heads, crazy crystals.
I haven't seen a Hydra that doesn't have multiple heads.
Not the bush kind. The crystal kind, though. But, you know.
Crystal? No. Can't say I've ever seen a crystal Hydra. He looks at you weird. He smacks his lips. He's like, I mean, I think about last year we had a Hydra come ashore from the docks, actually, which is rather strange. Huh? They tend to be a little bit smarter than that, but, town guard made quick work with them. Town ate pretty good that week.
Okay. Oh, by the way, the chieftain around here, what's he like?
Chieftain Callie? Well, she's good. She's a strong leader, mostly well-liked. She doesn't really come out of the marketplace or let alone this tavern unless something urgently needs her attention. She, stays in the northern part of town. Unfortunately, I don't think respectfully give you the time of day. She doesn't normally talk with outsiders. She's just more of a busy bunny, so to speak.
I'm brushing over that he keeps calling everyone outsiders, and it infuriates Armos, but that's okay. What? Hey, we're new here. What's up with that statue? It's so strange that it's just we saw people like spitting on it. Seems like a weird thing to do.
I'm sorry. What statue are you referring to?
The broken one.
The broken one that's in pieces that everyone is really mad at and spits at, and obviously is a thorn in everyone's side. Oh, that statue? That one?
Yeah, almost looks like the god Pharaoh's. My eyes go wide.
Inside check.
I got a 10. I hope you guys do better.
I got a 10 as well.
5.
It was the breathing that really did it for me.
With a 10, he looks genuinely confused. He goes, we don't have any statues in town.
What? I immediately get up and leave the guys there, and I go out and can I see it from outside the tent, or if I walk down the street?
Make me a history check.
History. What? 19?
It takes you a good 5 minutes to remember where the statue was. And then you finally find it, and then sure enough, there is a broken down statue, exactly how you saw it last time, which is destroyed from its knees up. And the plaque where you read how you found out its name is completely smashed in, there's no words written on it.
So it's there. So I go marching back in. I hear all the laughter from the from the bar, and I sit back down. There's a statue in the middle of town, right? That's broken.
Sorry, I can't seem to, maybe I'm a little embarrassed to, you caught me with my pants down here, but I don't recall any statue in the center of town.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow morning when I go make my morning routes and pick up some food for tomorrow's breakfast, maybe I'll take a look. Just never seen one before. I'm sorry. I genuinely apologize. I wish I could be more of help to you.
Oh, not a problem. I go to shake his hand. And as I start to shake his hand, I had my encode thoughts of the statue in my hand and make him touch it so that he could see it.
Arcana check.
A 23.
You notice that when you use encode thoughts, something dispelled it. A counter spell had gone off.
What?
Immediately look around.
Perception check.
I have no idea what's happening. I'm just sitting there drinking my beer.
Same.
Whatever's happening, I love it. 13.
You do not know where the counter spell came from.
Use your inspiration. I don't know if it's that important. Maybe we should.
No, it is. Absolutely.
Yeah, I was going to say a counterspell.
No.
No.
I concentrate real hard, but still unable to figure out what just happened.
All right, I'll use my inspiration too. I got a 5, so I was hoping you get a better one. I'll use my inspiration. I feel like this is a bigger thing. Oh my god, I went from a 5 to a 7 plus 2 is 9. So nothing better for me.
No idea.
Can I say that I saw Armos turn around real quick? So I turn around and see what he's looking at?
Yeah, you can see that, because the counter spell would alert Armos very much so, at a what happened moment. So yeah, go ahead and make me a perception
Yeah, I'm
check.
going to use my inspiration dice as well.
Dude, no way.
What did you roll?
I rolled an 8.
8.
Wow. This is so poetic. You have no idea.
I don't think this is gonna work, but I rolled a 17.
You do not know what you're looking for.
What are you looking at, Armos?
Something's going on here.
Dang it.
So in the bar, there's just the orcs sitting there and us, and then
Correct.
the bartender.
Correct.
Something ain't right in this town, Armos.
Yeah, that's a little
Yeah.
weird.
What? Reginald, shut up. Get out of here.
Hey guys, I'm gonna get some fresh air. Give me a sec. I'm gonna walk outside and with Sid, I'm gonna cast Detect Evil and Good.
Okay.
I don't know if this will help Sid, but might as well just to be safe.
You cast Detect Evil and Good, and as Sid goes to you see that he gets shocked in place. It was counterspelled.
Oh,
Oh my god, what is happening? What happened to Sid?
You see Sid is now a darker shade. It looks like he was just burnt like by lightning. He's like, yeah.
oh my god. Oh, Sid. Shiza.
So he was outside.
I'm gonna try and
Away
cast it again. Sid, keep trying. One more time. That's all we need.
And he's like gets shocked again, and as it gets, sure enough, counterspelled.
Okay, can I counterspell the counterspell?
Counterspell?
Yes, you can. So you don't know what level it's technically being casted at. So go
Yeah,
ahead and make me a roll. You have to go ahead and roll.
Hey, you mind if I get another ale? I feel like we're gonna be here a while.
Absolutely. And pours it from a barrel, and slides you another milk stout.
God, I rolled a 1. Dark One's blessing.
You see Reginald is like trying to drink from like your half empty one, and he goes, "Well, he doesn't want my help, so I mean, who am I? I just give him his powers, Drell, you know." But
I know, right?
oh wow,
Disrespect.
Reginald hiccups.
I got a 21 then.
Your counter spell fizzles.
That's a high spell. What? Was there a level 10 spell?
Technically, does it exist? Actually, I can't really give you any more information at this point.
It's fine.
Oh my goodness.
I throw everything into the spell, feeling that I've just absolutely aced it, and seeing that nothing that Sid still gets shocked. I'm just baffled, like racking my brain trying to figure out what is happening right now.
So all these spells are instant, right? They're cast instantaneously.
Yeah.
Detect good and evil. Counter spells are instant.
I
Okay.
think so, yeah.
You go back inside. There are now. So Drell, you've been drinking while you've been working on this. Reginald has like a full belly. You see that there's like 2 empty cups next to him, and he's like hiccuping. There's like, and with how Drell drinks, you know, he kind of likes it, and he could drink at a good pace while enjoying himself. There are eight empty mugs in front of him.
God, what took you guys so long?
Sid, I'm telling you, just try one more. I don't know why you're scared.
Drell has been drinking for the last 30 minutes.
What are you guys doing? I've been sitting here by myself.
I've been out there for like a minute, Drell. Calm down.
No,
you weren't.
you've been out there forever.
What?
A little bubble comes out of Reginald's mouth.
I've literally been here for like 30 minutes.
I look at Armos.
It has been some time. And you see Merle still cleaning a mug, cleaning some plates now.
What the hell is happening?
You see that the orcs are no longer there. They have retired, but to their beds. But you don't even remember them walking by.
I don't like this, Armos.
I don't like this, Armos.
I don't know what it could be. Dude, I feel like it's the barkeep, but we were outside when we just did that, and he probably couldn't see us. I thought it was maybe the orcs. They were inside. They couldn't see us. Are we in a simulation right now? Is that what's happening? We're not actually back at Sanlow. I don't want to go to sleep.
We've discovered a puzzle, Armos. We can't stop now.
I know, right? Okay, I'm gonna do something silly. I'm gonna cast True Strike.
Okay. What are you
Did that
casting
work?
True Strike on? Who's your target?
No, I'll point it at the barkeep.
Oh, point it at me, Armos. You can use me.
Hey, Armos, why are you pointing at this guy?
You know something that's going on, and I kind of mask that I'm like casting a spell on him, and I'm just seeing what ends up happening.
He looks at you and goes, I have no idea what you're referring to. And sure enough, True Strike is active. Ready to go.
Nothing is making sense.
All right, Sid, don't hate me. but I'm gonna cast another spell real quick. I'm not casting Detect Evil and Good, okay? I'm casting a healing spell. That should be fine. All right, come here, and I pick him up.
Okay, you pick up.
I cast Cure Wounds on myself at 2nd level.
And you are healed.
Oh, thank goodness.
Wait, why didn't you heal me? And Drell turns around and still beat the shit from the fight.
You're next, buddy. And I tap him on the back and give him some healing.
You're healed. You have casted a healing spell on him.
Armos, I casted a healing spell. That was fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like something doesn't want us to find it.
Yeah.
Maybe you should take notes, Minnis.
I have been, Reginald.
Yeah, Minnis.
Drell, you take notes too, right? So you can compare notes?
Yeah, I take notes and I lean over to Reginald. I go, no, I really don't take notes. I just tell him that.
Wait, I think I have an idea what's going on here. If I go outside,
I go outside with Armos.
do I notice anything staring at us?
Perception check?
Oh man, I know this is it. This has got to be. God, 7. Think I got it figured out, but I don't know if Armos has it figured out.
What are we looking for, Armos?
As you stare into the night sky, as you're like trying to look around, even with like a 7, you don't feel like anything is looking at you. You do not feel like you're being watched. However, for a moment, you rub your eyes and you see this black cloak staring in front of you, ruby red gauntlet with tiefling-like horns sticking out of the cloak, and then you blink and it's gone.
Armos, pull your book out.
Oh, Minnis, she was staring next to him doing the same thing, right?
Yeah, should I do a check?
No, when you see Armos freaking out, you see something similar, except you see a black cloak, ruby red gauntlet, minotaur hooves, and big bovine horns sticking out. And like both of you like blink for a second, and like it's gone, like a visage.
That was
Armos.
Yeah, that was the. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't good.
No, it's not.
I don't want to go to bed now.
I'm gonna do one more spell. Sid, you're good. I can handle this. And I take out my feather and I'll cast Detect Evil and Good with my feather instead of Sid.
You see, as you go to cast a spell, the light dims within the feather, and the spell fizzles like it was counterspelled.
All right, Armos, I'm going to bed too.
You go back inside, and there are 5 more beers in front of Drell.
Goodness. Drell, how many ales did you have?
Drell, I don't even understand. Like, he summoned me, right, to this place for revenge, right? And then gets mad at me for giving him the powers of me, greater mighty demon from Balloon, right? 7 wings, awesome powers, right? Great evil, and you can do all this blasting, pew pew pew. Look at me, I'm Armos, pew 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 pew. And then he gets mad at me that he has to hold up his end of the bargain. Am I in the wrong, Drell?
No, I know, right? It's like, it's just, I don't even know, man. It feels like sometimes they don't even listen to what we're saying.
Right?
How long have we been sitting here?
This is going outside casting spells. And I tried to help earlier, and he's like, I'm not even listening. I'm like, I didn't even say that.
Hey guys, we're going to bed. Make sure you drink some water before you go to bed.
Also, Reginald, I think your boss is outside. I'm
not here. And he hides in one of the cups, and you see the cup like topple over.
Yep.
I'm gonna go to an empty cot in the next room.
You're gonna be able to sleep right now? Armos is so wired, freaking out.
No, but I want to lay down.
You want to go into the hostel. So Merlin goes, okay. In the footlockers in front of the cots are blankets and pillows, please use what you like. There is a lock and key in there, so if you'd like to lock anything away, it is an open room. We are not responsible if anything is taken. Please. We have had some thievery in the past, I'll be blunt, but it has been some time. But I would just recommend locking your things away if you see fit, or if you have a better means of protecting your goods. Please, just pick any bed you would like, and have a peaceful night.
You as well.
And the three of you go in, and you walk into this tent, and you now have several beds in front of you. And there are some beds are already taken. It's kind of dark in here. You see that 3 of the orcs that were drinking at the bar now an hour ago are in bed. They are sleeping here on the northeastern side. And then you see like there's a 4th orc there. And then in the center, there's 2 more of like these humans that have like the blanket over their face, and they're in the center of the room, 1 bed spread apart. So total, there's like beds all, like it's a very round tent. There's beds spread out along the sides, and there's 6 beds in the middle of the room, and there are scattered chairs and chests in front of the beds. It looks like the western side and the northern beds are free for the taking. Everything on the eastern side is being used.
Yeah, I take a bed in the northern side. I kick my cart to go invisible. I put a bunch of my stuff in my cart before I get into bed.
Okay. You put a bunch of stuff in your cart, and you lay down in bed.
I want a top bunk.
There are no bunks. It's just they're all like just normal twin beds.
And Drell stumbles over to the one next to Minnis, and he falls so hard into the bed it accidentally slides the bed and hits Minnis's bed.
Your 2 beds connect as you slide into him head first, passed out. And then you see like Reginald is like sleeping on top of your back, Drell, as he's also passed out.
I put a glass of water next to the table next to our bed for him when he wakes up.
Armos, what are you doing?
I kind of follow them, sitting in bed, but I'm like sitting up and leaning like against the wall. You know what I mean? Behind.
Yeah.
Just like staring with my red eyes in the darkness, just waiting for something bad to happen. And rattling my brain on possible plans of escape.
The 3 of you retire for the night, and you try to valiantly try to stay up as you're just like seething, as you don't like what's going on. And then you go ahead and blink, and then daylight. The sun comes through the top of the tent. You see that the orcs have already left the tent. The humans have already left. You're the last 3 inside. It looks like nothing was bothering you or had bothered you throughout the night, but you actually fell asleep like sitting up in your cot almost. And Reginald is like, whoa, I like milk stout. That was good.
All right. I thought it was pretty good too.
So did you guys have fun outside, or like we had a blast? And he points to Drell.
Yeah. Also, second question, you guys have anything to help my headache?
Left you some water by the bed, Drell.
Minnis, can you like heal my headache? It hurts.
It doesn't work like that.
Minnis,
it only heals
please,
your wounds.
I'm hungover, Minnis, please.
Okay, and I pretend to cast a healing spell, but I just cast Spare the Dying on him.
You cast Spare the Dying.
All right, this is a slow spell. It works in like it should be helping you in the next hour or so.
Okay, gosh, thank you so much.
Yep. Sid, quiet. I don't want him to know.
Wait, how come Sid didn't glow when... Oh, no, he did.
I did it with my feather because it's a cleric thing.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
yep.
Yep.
You know, magic and me don't get along, you know?
I forgot you don't do magic. Armos, you awake?
Yes, I'm awake.
Drell, so you were kind of drunk, so we didn't tell you last night, but Armos and I saw some things outside in hoods.
In
Wait,
gauntlets.
in hoods?
Yeah.
Getting some weird visions.
The thing that was counterspelling us the entire time. Well, you guys were
we're getting
drunk.
counterspelled left and right.
Oh my
Drell,
God,
you're hearing, they're kind of like filling you in on what they were doing, and then you look over at the entrance, and you're still like a little hungover. You did have quite a bit to drink, and these were on the stronger side of drinks. And you look over at the entrance of the tent, and you feel like your eyes are playing tricks on you. You see an emerald raptor staring at you from the center, clicking its teeth. However, it has like a weird reverb to its teeth clicking. And rather it being emerald shards, it's blood shards on its spine. And it's looking at you with red eyes. And the dinosaur looks like it's Ruby, the ones you made friends with. And it's like looking at you kind of distorted and wicked. And it has blood red eyes. And then you go to rub your eyes again and it's gone. Completely removed from sight. Like a weird blur.
Oh man. Okay.
You kind of
What?
zoned out there for a minute.
You zoned out.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I'm hungover. I don't know. It's just weird. Anyways, you guys ready to go?
Oh, you okay?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm just head hurts, just.
Yep. Did you drink the water? I put
hangover.
some my spell on that too.
Oh, okay. Drell chugs the water as fast as he can.
All right. Well, let's head out for the day. I'm gonna go to the potion shop, and we should check on our armor, Drell. Let's check on the armor stuff first.
I think you
Wait,
should
wait,
check
wait,
with
wait.
Noomi first, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say. What
But,
about?
I mean, we don't have to do that first. That we'll do it later. We'll do it later. And Minnis is nervous because he knows it's been like 3 weeks.
Yo.
We step
Okay.
outside.
You go outside and it is a beautiful, it's very warm because you're in a tropical island, but it is a sunny day. It is beautiful out. It is nice and early in the morning. It's about 8 a.m. in the morning. You see that the dock is busy. You see there are boats coming in, there are boats leaving. Looks like everyone's busy at work. The marketplace is already bustling and people are going about their day. So you said you want to go to the potion shop or the blacksmith?
Blacksmith first, I think.
You head over to the blacksmith shop and you take a little bit of a detour as you try to avoid the journal shop. And you go inside, and just like the last time you came in, it was very busy, and there is a big black bull blacksmith. Big black bull blacksmith. The 4B. Wow, that's pretty cool. Furlos at the counter, and it looks like he's checking out some prepared goods that he's been working on, giving him like a quality check. You approach Furlos. He looks at you and he goes, "Oh, some new faces. How may I help you today?"
What? We were here before.
Have we've met?
Oh, Minnis forgot he doesn't have the height anymore. He's completely freezing, not knowing what to say. Drell, you talk to him.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely met you. I mean, look at this face. And I just like point to my face and I say, it's unforgettable.
Oh,
Yeah. And I asked you to make me a cool chain. You remember?
And a bunch of those sling bullets.
Yeah.
he looks at you confused. I'm sorry. Do you have an order placed here?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Might have been 3 weeks ago.
This
Not
is
gonna lie.
happening.
I would have to check my ledger. I don't have any orders placed for sling bullets. You said.
They were made from gems. You definitely put some detailed notes down when we were here last.
Yeah, we gave you gems.
It was about 3 weeks ago. Go ahead and I tap on the book.
He opens his ledger and it looks like a new ledger, like only a few pages deep. And he goes, I'm sorry, I just don't have your order here. What is your name?
Well, it's for Minnis PebbleWalker and Drell of the Ashbourne.
No, I don't seem to have your order here. I'm sorry. Did you speak to one of my apprentices?
what the
or did
heck?
you speak?
No,
Me.
we spoke to you.
He looks around and he drags one of his apprentices over and he's like, has a side conversation with them. He goes, have you ever seen these gentlemen? Have you ever seen these travelers before? No, I know they're outsiders. Have you seen them before? No. Okay, dude.
I think you'll remember this. We were asking about a certain dwarf. He maybe has a hammer, and he comes in here, and I start giving him
I
some
have
like
not seen
glaring
any
eyes.
dwarves here in quite some time.
About. And when was the last time you saw that?
Months.
Because that's the last time you saw us. Your perception at times terrible. That's what I'm thinking in my head.
Well, we'll be on our way after maybe purchasing some goods from you. How do you have any?
Again, apparently, I'm not buying anything from this guy. He's got short-term memory loss. I can't even. He stole our gems, and now he's acting like we're brand new, and he doesn't know us.
Watch your tongue in my shop. And you see that he stands up, and he is huge.
I'm not in your shop. I'm standing outside of it. I'm not in your shop. I'm outside of it.
You see that he huffs and smoke comes out of his snout. Leave my forge.
I say, I'm going to, but only because I want to. And I I blow out my nose, and it's just nothing but snot.
What's with that guy? Got any sling bullets made of ethereal gem things?
Out.
Ah, okay. I run out.
You hear that after you leave, you hear like a box break in the shop. And you hear muffled words. He goes, outsiders.
Oh, what's his problem, Drell, huh?
Okay, I think people in this town either we're not where we left from and we're in like the fucking multiverse, or everyone in this town has amnesia.
We're about to find out because we're going to the journal shop.
But the guy yesterday in the tavern couldn't remember the statue. Now this guy doesn't remember us.
Yeah, something really
it's like
weird's
everyone got their memory wiped or something.
All right, let's go to the potion shop. Let me buy the things I need before we start asking him questions, though, because I need some stuff.
Okay, but how about this? You walk up. Wait, oh, no. I think we need to go to the notebook shop first. And then the journal shop.
No, we didn't have to do that. I'm going to go to the potion shop first, and Minnis runs away.
Because Minnis, it's the ultimate test. We will literally be...
Well,
Minnis,
no, I can't hear you.
I grab him before he tries to leave. Minnis, if it's the ultimate test, if she doesn't recognize you, we know there's something wrong.
Oh, no. Oh, no, she won't recognize him. Look at him. He's small.
He's fine.
We gotta go to the potion shop first. That's why he wants to go there.
No, it's fine. I need ethereal. I don't need those. I need the ethereal
Minnis.
potion. That has nothing to do with that. And I run.
I am just having the greatest time right now. I just gotta let you guys know.
I burst into the potion shop. I need some potions now.
You go into the cured brew and you see a tall, skinny minotaur wizardly type, and he is selling potions. He greets you and he goes, well, hello there. Welcome to the cured brew. How may I help you?
Do you remember a minotaur kind of like me with red hair coming in here 3 weeks ago?
I see a lot of
Bless you.
Bless you.
Yeah, bless you.
Great job, potion shop. Hopefully you don't sneeze into the
I just
bottles,
have
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you should dust more in here.
You should maybe cover your mouth.
it's allergies, the changing of the seasons. You get some allergies, right?
Yeah. It's that swift thistle, right?
I do apologize. He takes out a handkerchief. He he blows his nose. He goes, he puts it back in his pocket, very snotty. He goes, I've seen plenty of minotaur children about, just like you. The red hair kind of reminds me. Yeah, I think I've met you before.
Oh, what about this guy, Drell?
Ah, yes, big human, swift thistle.
Oh,
yes.
oh, hey guys, he remembers.
That guy stole our money. The guy
What?
literally stole from outsiders, the other guy. I say that under my breath to Armos, so the guy that doesn't hear us. He definitely remembers us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first off, do you have any potions of etherealness?
Oh, that's not out of my range. I don't have any on stock, but I can surely brew you some.
Oh, that'd be perfect. Well, could I pick those up at the end of the day?
We'll wait right here.
No, yeah, no. We're
So you'll have to pick them up tomorrow morning.
Nope.
So here's the deal. And he drags you over to like the other side of the counter, and he shows you his brewing station. He goes, it's simply not a rush order type item. It genuinely needs to brew and then settle over time for these type of potions, especially ones that deal with realm shifting. They need to sit, otherwise you are ingesting these. You want to make sure that they are ready to be used.
Yes. All right, I'll place in an order for 3.
Certainly.
Yeah, and while I have him away from the others, near the brewing station, I give him a note that says, "Do you have any enlargement potions left?"
He looks at it and he goes, certainly. Go ahead and roll me a d4.
Oh.
It's a 2.
He has that many. And he
perfect.
he looks over. He eyes Drell and Armos. Glasses halfway down his nose, and he looks at him through the top of his glasses, and he looks at you, readjusts. He goes, I have 2 of those in stock, and I can give them to you now, or I can give it to you tomorrow, if you like, with your order.
Those ones I'll buy now. I'll put an order for the other ones though.
It'll be $750 each.
Yep.
The ethereal potion will be $600 each. The duration is on the ethereal potions. The duration is 1 hour.
I mean, while we're here, how many health potions does he have?
Health potions are kind of like a general good for a alchemist, so you can buy as many as you would like, within reason.
Okay.
Within reason, but there's you're able to buy a significant amount if you'd like.
We'll just take 6 greater. What's the cost? What's the damage?
$250 each. A 6-pack will get you a free one.
Ooh. 1,250 gold.
He takes the 1,250 gold and he slides it, and you see that he takes out a journal and he begins to make note of the transaction, closes it, puts it back.
Wait, with your journal, when we were in here last, how many days ago?
Let me see. What did you get last time? I remember the Swift Thistle.
Yeah, Swift Thistle and a Quick Thistle.
He taps on the page as he goes to the beginning of his journal, and he goes, you know what? Silly me. I have a new ledger. So,
this town and their freaking journals.
Yeah, we do go through them pretty quickly.
No wonder there's a journal shop.
So I probably have notes of our transaction, but just not in me. If I needed to go back a certain amount of time, you just call me in the transitional period.
Where do you put your used ones?
Oh, my ledgers are none of your concern of where I store them.
Okay, where do you get them from? I like it.
Where do I purchase them?
Yeah, where'd you get that one? I want to buy one.
Oh, the Lucky Goats Journals, Ink Pads, Scrawl, and Transcribes.
I look at Minnis.
Yep.
Or AKA the Lucky Goats Gist.
Does most of the town people in this area buy them from that place as well?
Oh, of course. They make fantastic notebooks, journals, diaries, parchments.
Hey, what do you think about the person that works there? What's her name?
Wonderful girl, wonderful. She is so nice. She takes such good care.
Do you know if she's seen anyone? Random question.
Shut up.
Oh, tall human. I didn't know you had an eye for minotaurs. Very exotic.
It's not me. It's not for me. It's for my friend.
No, someone we know.
For your friend.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen her go steady with anybody.
It's for this guy's dad, and I point to Minnis because he thinks he's a kid.
Perhaps father might be too old for the young girl, but no, I haven't seen her go steady with anybody. He lowers his glasses and he's looking at you from over the hood of the glasses. Shifty eye.
All right.
Anyways, you guys ready?
Now, be nice to her. She has a very kind heart. I would be devastated to see if she got hurt.
I'll Minnis, be sure to tell your dad that. All right, thank you.
Yes,
and I turn
will
around
do.
and walk away.
Thank you, sir.
So you walk out.
I lag back slightly as Drell and Armos are talking, and I drink another growth potion.
You become super jacked and standing at a astounding 7'10".
Oh, that was weird. Oh, hey guys, this is weird. I must have had some leftover growth potion that had, went off randomly. I didn't mean to do this.
Minutes, you become huge.
Since we've used this, I have. All right. Yeah, I'm big now.
Oh my
For
god.
3 hours, I rolled a 3. Whoa. Talk about leftover potion, am I right?
Drell squints
at
his
Drell
eyes.
and just-
Yeah.
Shake my head.
All right, let's go. I push them.
Are we
separate.
buying this? He's Reginald's just so out of the loop.
I separate them
not.
and move towards the journal
Okay.
shop.
So the 3 of you go towards the journal shop. And sure enough, There are some people inside buying some journals and parchment, and there's some store owners buying like a bunch of paper, cloth, various things that they would need to that they would use in their day to day. And you see Numi helping somebody. She has her long braid that she's playing with as she's nervously talking to people. Her glasses are like falling off, but she looks the same, like same age. There's no other physical difference about her.
I'm like pacing outside waiting for people to leave so that I don't go in while other people are there.
She's just helping somebody, but you just see that she's nervously playing with her braid. That's like slung over her shoulder.
Yeah, and then as soon as like people leave, or at least enough people where it can just be like mostly us, I walk in very sheepishly. Hi.
Her eyes grow wide and she goes, "Oh, Minnis.
Did you get my letter?"
I did.
Oh, thank goodness.
She like looks left and right. She bumps into a table. Yes, I did. And she goes back around the desk and she pulls out her massive journal, and she opens it, and there's like a bookmark there, and on the page she turns the book towards you, and like there's on one page there's the letter you writ, and underneath, like taped to the page, is the envelope that is glowing, and on the left is you see some notes, like continued journal entry. Give me a perception check.
Oh. That is a 15.
With a 15, you see a little line drawn to it. It doesn't. So this is like a comment that she's making a comment about the note that you made, right? And she has like a line drawn to it, and at like a footnote, you see because it's a slightly bigger text than her normal entries, and it says "smells like him."
Oh, I had something left over for my breakfast. Sorry. Anyways,
she closes her massive journal, and she goes, "Would you like some water? I got some water for you." And she's like, shakily,
"Yes, yeah, sure, yeah." And I turn around and I just give both of them a huge thumbs up.
If I had popcorn, I'm just eating it like a fly on the wall, just watching this awkward mess go down.
You know, not to get morbid, I've seen spines literally ripped out of people's backs, and this is better. She hands you the water, shakily. It's like half spilt over. She gives it to you. She goes, I was looking forward to seeing you, but I know you had to leave in a hurry. But I just gotta say, I met the cutest little orange raccoon. He had a little satchel on, and he delivered me the letter.
Oh my gosh, you met him.
Yeah, his name was such a unique name, Aotearoa.
Yep, that's the guy.
What a lovely,
love that dude.
What a lovely critter. Lot of kids.
Oh my goodness.
Lot of kids.
Yeah, you probably did the same thing I did. I asked for his kids once to put in my journal. That took an hour.
Oh.
Anyways, I don't know how to explain it really, but we're adventurers, you see, so we had a really important quest that we need to fulfill. So I deeply apologize for leaving you here. I didn't mean to stand you up or anything, or I mean that's a weird word because it's not like we're dating. I mean, it's not that I wouldn't. No, I didn't mean to say like we were going on a date. What I meant to say is that no, because it was all of us, right? And I turned to the guys.
I'm not inside. I'm outside.
I'm cringing as Armos trying to like keep a straight face and give him a thumbs up.
And anyways, it's we had to go. Is there any? I look around. Is there anyone else in the hut anymore?
No, it's just you two. You waited.
We went to Shadowfell.
What's that?
And I show her some of my notes, just at the beginning, nothing of Scaraeus.
Oh wow. I mean, I've read a couple of stories like mentioning that. I didn't know it was like a real place. Wow. What's it like?
Well, not fun, to be honest.
Oh.
Hey, Numi.
Yeah?
A lot of people here that we've already met don't remember us.
Huh.
Do you remember the statue outside that's broken?
Statue. Oh,
God.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like a pedestal or something with like some feet on it. Yeah. It's like an old thing that got knocked down. Yeah. Don't know what it is, but it's always kind of like just been there. I don't know. I always hear chatter of them like building a stand there, but like it's just like nothing ever happens to it.
Hey, I know this might be a lot to ask, but is there any way you could give us like a tour around the town? Maybe after work? I know you're working. I don't mean to.
Where are you trying to? I mean, I know the marketplace isn't too big. I mean, I would love to show you around. Is there anything you'd like to see?
The library?
Oh, no, that's closed off to visitors.
Oh.
Is there something you need out of there? Maybe I can get it for you.
Oh, you can go in there.
Yeah, I can. I was. Cool. I was born here, so.
Right.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's anything other than if you happen to see any books on Pharaohs, the god of. It might not even be in there.
Don't know who that is. I'm sorry. I know they don't
maybe
really
a history
keep
of the
books.
Hydras or anything about the history of this town.
I guess some bestiaries, sure. They don't really carry. I've gone through all those books, most of them. They don't really have anything about deities. Matter of fact, nothing about deities. Strange. But yeah, do you have bestiaries? I can go in there and take a look for you. Sure. I'll get what I can, and maybe we can meet later today if you're not off on another adventure.
Yes, yes, of course. That would be great. So, I will. Do you have like an address? Like here's mine, and I hand her my address from the Ivory Boulders tribe.
Okay.
Like where it's located?
I live in the tents. My home is in the northwestern side of town. She writes a note. Yeah, you're just gonna go ahead and address it to me, Numi, and this is my mailbox. And she like gives you her address.
Oh,
Just, yeah, you can write me whenever. Yeah. Or if you have another one of these letters, I would love to meet Aoterra again. Just the sweetest guy.
I don't know if you do this here, but do you have an earned name? Mine is PebbleWalker. It was given to me when I was actually kind of young. That came pretty quick. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's Cloud.
Oh, how'd you get that?
My parents always so like we get them like after like we do something or like a trait that we have, and they always called me like a dreamer for wanting to leave.
Oh, it's never exactly what you want to be named, but it's always fitting.
Yeah.
As it goes. Well, hey, I'll meet you after work maybe, and you can show us around, and maybe if you can share some books, that would be cool. Yeah.
I'll go ahead and get all the bestiaries that I can get, and I'll meet you at that tavern.
Cool. Really random question. I'm doing a poll of all the minotaurs here, and I'm not showing her, but there's clearly nothing written down. I've started a new section. I'm writing a poll on people's. Would you date someone much shorter than you?
She like blushes and she goes, I never thought about dating anybody, to be honest.
Armos is completely cringing in his seat so much that he's on his back. Just, it's hurting him physically.
Cringe. I mean, I don't see why not. Like, height never really was a thought of mine.
Yeah, me neither. Cool, man. Oh, a lot of people are saying that. Cool. I closed the journal, put it in my backpack. All right, this is a great poll. Anyways, I will see you later. Bye, Armos. We gotta go. And I grab him and pull him out of the tent.
You see, she goes over to her journal. She goes, "Okay, I'll see you later." She makes note. She goes, "Get bestiaries from library," and she like starts writing down her massive journal.
Armos, Drell, I got her address.
Oh my god. Well, what did she say? What did you guys talk about?
Oh god, you don't want to know. I'll save you this. I'll save it for you.
It went super well. Minnis thinks it was like the most fluid conversation.
As the two of you are like walking away, talking about it, Drell, you're following behind, and you go ahead and you cough, and then you look down at your palm, and there's this black blood on your palm.
I brush it off as fast as I can. No one knows.
And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Not again. Fuck.
What a session. I just had the best time today. I don't know about you guys. I just had the best night. This was so much fun.
I like being able to figure out things. I like it. When the counterspell started going off, I was like, ooh, this is a mystery. I have to figure this out.
Ooh, a caper. The caper of Sanlow.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna name this one "The Secrets of Sanlow." Ooh, I don't know. I'll figure it out when we get there.
We already named one The Secrets of Sanlow.
No, the last episode is "The Shadows of Sanlow." Pending.
Yeah,
I don't know, we haven't named the
before
actual
that-
episode yet. Oh, did we?
Secrets of Sanlow, The
Part
Apprentice.
2. Oh, no.
Or the caper of Sanlow. I don't know. We'll figure it out. The Sanlow caper. I love
SOS.
that. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, man. This is... Oh, I'm having so much fun with this. It's just like the conclusions you guys are like trying to figure out. I love it. It honestly tickles my my DM brain. It's the best. Yeah, we have a lot to talk about in the after show for sure. A lot of stuff happened. You're gonna want to catch that one. If you're curious where you can watch, if you're curious where you can listen to the after show, it is on Patreon. Link is down below for all Campfire and higher members. And with that being said, we have time for one recommendation, fellas. Let's take it.
I got one if no one else does.
Go for it.
Go for it.
There's a meme, like a GIF I always see people use that I never knew where it was from. It's of this anime girl with pink hair doing this like really sheepish smile, this like really coy smile. And I finally know what it's from. It's from this anime called Spy Family. I started watching it, and I thought it was going to be really bad, but it is really popular. It kept getting recommended to me, and I saw my friend was wearing the shirt, so I was like, I'll watch this dumb show. It's actually not a dumb show. I find it hysterical. It's about this spy that is given a mission that he needs a family to complete. And so he ends up forming this really bizarre family with, like, he goes to an orphanage to get a child.
Jesus.
And she has like special abilities and stuff, and it's absolutely wild.
That's awesome. Spy X Family is what it's called.
Yeah,
Spy X Family.
it's such a highly rated anime too.
Yeah,
it's like really up there. It's so good. I know exactly what GIF you're talking about. It's so good.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and move on to the Patreon supporters. Thank you so much for listening, hanging out, and joining us on this thrilling mystery ride. Fellas, why don't you go ahead and say goodbye, and we'll see you next week.
Later.
Bye. Welcome back, everybody, to another Patreon shout-out, starting with the Bloodshard Bandits. A small fox peeks its head out of a giant footstep. Morgan Ulthil does the same. Hero and companion look towards their target, then back at each other with a worried glance. As silent as can be, the two hunters flank their prey. Washed in shadow, the beast can be seen breathing deep in sleep. It was not a giant after all. Artemis and Kemi Joe leave the Wildside Tavern in good spirits. You never knew Sir Jofferson could act so confident. The two barmaids even came along for the journey, as they are headed towards the Lucius farm and vineyard. Something feels off, but Artemis can't seem to put his gauntlet on it. Rocco the Croco continues east, not sure exactly what he will find along the way. After a half-day's journey, Rocco stumbles upon a young Kuatoa seemingly stuck in the mud. After reaching out to help, bang, chop, whack! The little guy hits him with a butterfly spin and swift strike to the jaw. The last thing Rocco sees before falling unconscious is a small ribbon waving in the wind. Baby Dread peeks out from behind the Mandalorian. Wait, wrong show. The Dread, in his young drow form, holds tight to his mother. She picks him up and runs, shouting for someone in the distance. Peering over his mother's shoulder, baby Dread watches in horror as the green flames spread like wild magic fire. The door closes just in time for Alara to force Julius into a duel. The tension is palpable as a ceramic tumbleweed made from the vase Minnis destroyed rolls by. Alara shifts her foot along the floor, shifting to a more optimal stance. Boom! Anma slams her fist down on a raptor, then waves at Reese. He found her just in time, as this new lead can't be left unled. Anma's smile turns to that of shock. With whimsy, Reese asks if his new hairstyle is really that bad. Before Anma can answer, Reese feels the breath of a giant reptile on his neck. Pow, blam, boom! Julius Kendrick throws necrotic magic this way and that, doing his best to keep his distance from this masked martial artist. Every time he thinks there is time to light his lantern, Alara shortens the gap. Aha! She was careless, and Julius blasts a hole right through her mask. But wait, there is no one behind that mask as it falls to the ground. And why does he feel like he is falling too? A young fighter donned in holy plate armor scans the bounty board of a local tavern. The barkeep shouts over, "Not much coin to be made there, laddie. Nor do we care to share it with someone like yourself." The fighter turns calmly and places a strong hand over the hilt of his sword. The barkeep changes his tone when he recognizes the face before him. "Prince Aaron, please forgive me." A man in the corner watches this happen, but there is something wrong with this man. It's like he's never held a fork and knife before. People are staring at the prince, so maybe he can sneak away during the shift in focus. Rains sweats as he tries to keep up appearances. Rommel sets up camp close to a portless shore of the Kambuki Isles. Sample after sample, he collects rocks, dirt, and bark, and takes note of their strange similarities. It is as if the terrain in this area shares a heartbeat with the plants rooted into it. He prepares a ritual on the ground with materials he collected. Let's hope he got the math right. And finally, Warden enters Umbrea once more, but this time with a new outlook. Fully decked out with new armor and new skills, this hero is sure to turn some heads. What kind of adventures will they embark on next month? Next are the Sigil College alumni. Andrew Hall sits sweating as he puts quill to scroll on his final test, not because of the difficulty, but because of the broken Ray Frost conditioner. He's pretty sure he aced that test. Sakajewa has finished the arena, but now it's time to build his very first Rocket Boot League car. He paints the trim titanium white and prepares to train his newly enlisted club members. Patrick Wennerstrom, or should I say Punk, runs from the Red Guard, his bandmates close behind. As they dash away, Punk pitches a new song to his band members that goes, "I fought the guards and the guards won, Robit takes the end of the day bread out back to be thrown away at the end of his shift, but places it into a bag of holding instead. It is said great cities are built on great foundations. St. Chaos is trying to cut a distribution deal with Alusha's farm and vineyard, but has hit a bump in the road. Their head winemaker wants to meet in person. St. Chaos is now wondering if he can obtain a true polymorph spell with his wine-drunk rat army. Scoot Dude finally got back to us. I mean, Tragar Meltmetal is spending his last summer studying in a dusty cave a few miles just outside the Sigil College. He's the first in his family to go to college and also the first goblin to ever get accepted to the Sigil College. Sergio Rodriguez frantically looks for the missing blood shards that he was supposed to be guarding. If he doesn't find them, he can kiss this job with the Red Guard goodbye. What would he even do if that happened? Next is Sly, the were-raccoon. Sly follows an armored guy, a gnome, and two barmaids out of the Wildside Tavern. They should make easy targets. And last but not least are Umbrea's heroes. Abdulrahman begins brewing his new anti-theft potion to actually thwart a thief this time. Alex Dredd questions the first person he meets, looking for clues on the anti-theft potion thievery. Caleb Schneider feels a bit weirded out that this random guy would question him in the middle of a duel. However, Johnny Tar uses the distraction to his advantage and lunges towards Caleb. In Dillmore, Man with Glass waves his new patron goodbye as he prepares to leave the store in search of this anti-theft potion. Odemel doesn't really understand all these new techniques, but tries her best to follow the Rocket Boot League match. Nubs tries to explain how the player Beast Sense is performing what is called an air elemental dribble. Back in the potion shop, someone named Will Miller watches in curiosity as a shop owner throws his homebrew potion at a thief. And that's it for this month's Patreon shoutouts. If you'd like to hear your name read here, go on over to patreon.com/DND404 and see how you can become part of the community.